Louis van Gaal's managed the biggest clubs in Europe. He's managed at Barcelona, Ajax, Bayern Munich, so he knows what it takes to manage a club like Manchester United. I think the last manager, David Moyes, didn't quite have that same, credentials. I guess he worked at Everton. It wasn't the same calibre of a club as Man United, but by working for Bayern Munich and Barcelona, you're working at clubs that have got the same kind of standing in the world as Man United. They have the same intense media scrutiny in their own countries. So Van Gaal will be used to this. It was like another day, another job for Louis van Gaal. Van Gaal's currently the coach of Holland, and Holland have always had quite temperamental squads at World Cups, and people like Robin van Persie, who again have been quite temperamental in the past, and Van Persie thinks he's great. He is used to handling big players, big egos. He's had problems in other clubs. When he was at Barcelona, he had a few issues with Rivaldo, who was the World Player of the Year at the time. But he got Rivaldo playing for him, so he'll walk into that dressing room and players that may be taking a few chances on the David Moyes, maybe testing his authority a little bit. They won't test Louis van Gaal's authority because he's got trophies on his CV. He's worked with the best players, so he's got the credentials to walk into that dressing room and say, "I've got as big an ego as you." He's quite charismatic and he's quite blunt, brusque, argumentative. He's a big figure. He's a bit like Sir Alex Ferguson in the way he deals with the press. He can be quite belligerent in a way. He can have rows in press conferences, and he won't be afraid to upset a few of the players at United. He will take on the big personality if he has to, but he's got a charisma about him. He's got a swagger. He's got that kind of, nothing's too big for Louis van Gaal. He will see the job as a challenge and whether United are big enough for him. David Moyes looks at the club and it was obviously too big for him, but Van Gaal won't be. He won't have those same sort of fears of whether it's big enough for him. He will do it the way he sees fit, and I think Van Gaal knows how to do it. The players will respect him for that. They'll see a guy that is confident in his own skin. And I think it'll be quite an interesting ride next season.